I'm here with Olympian Gary Morgan, and we're going to talk about the first couple days at the U.S. Olympic Team Trials Track and Field here in Eugene, Oregon. Here at Hayward Field, there were a lot of prelims, not very many finals, but a couple disappointments in the prelims when in the men's 800, the new superstar didn't make it, Donovan Brazier.
Well, he's young. This is a different ballgame. There's a lot of pressure. This is and right below the Olympics. This is probably the most exciting track meet in the world, and it's all or nothing here. And it's a lot of pressure on a 19-year-old kid to make it, especially when you're ranked number one. The arrow, you got the bullseye on you, but it's a great learning experience. He's a young man. He will continue to impress, and he's got a bright future ahead of him.
The other one that I was a little bit surprised to see didn't even make it past the prelims was 400-meter runner Kendall Baisden, who turned pro this year.
Well, once again, another youngster. A lot of pressure here. And like I said, this is just below the Olympics. There's so much pressure. This is even probably tougher than the World Championship because now you have the hometown crowd. You have the USA watching you your entire step. And the trials in any sport in the U.S. is highly competitive.
Well, there were a couple of exciting finals, and I'd have to put the shot put. And among one of them, we have three brand new people, all younger than the, shall we call them, old standbys, who are part of the team. The one guy from Oregon basically set his own personal record and beat the World Championship distance this year. Kraus?
Yes, Ryan Krauser. Definitely comes from good genes. I was on the Olympic team with his dad, Brian Krauser, who was a javelin thrower back then. And, well, he's continued the tradition of throwing things. And his son has done well. Definitely started with youth athletics. And as his son was on the podium, talked about how he watched all these guys and competed against them 15 years ago when they were moving up. Hoffa, the whole group of them there.
Adam Nelson,
and some familiar names we did not see here, such as Christian, forgot his last name, but he'd been a stalwart for years. But we always have a pipeline of strong young men who can throw the shot put, and it continues to this day.
And Joe Kovacs also made the team, so people were kind of happy about that. So it really looks like a strong team for the shot put.
Oh, for sure. They're throwing over 70 feet. They are going to be in medal contention to be on the podium. And they're all young, so they have a good decade of throwing ahead of them.
The men's 10,000, traditionally on the first day here on the track, and there were no surprises, really, except out of the 27 guys who started, 6 of them dropped out before the race was over.
Well, it's extremely hot on the track. It's warmer and drier here than you think. You get moving, it gets tough. 80-some degrees on the track, it's probably 90-something, and you can dry out really quick. But Galen Rupp, he's shown his dominance. He's brought along with a great plan here in Oregon and has stayed. He's got a great coach with Alberto, and he just continues to roll. And what is impressive with Galen now, which he didn't have earlier in his career, is an amazing kick. He didn't have that. He has developed that in the last couple of years. He now has leg speed with that endurance. He could be definitely challenging Mo Farah or anybody else for the gold medal in the 10,000. Even the marathon, it depends on what he concentrates more on. He could definitely be bringing home a gold medal.
Well, it was also kind of fun. There were 4 Hanson guys in that 10,000-meter race, and one of them, Jake Riley, was leading early on in a couple of laps, and then he actually reeled in Galen early on, so that was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was good to watch him to get in there. I believe Jake is he's very determined. He's willing to take the lead. I've watched him over the years. if a few things be developed on him, he could definitely be a contender in the 10,000 or the marathon in the next few years. A few things get tweaked because he's willing to get in there, and he does have the speed. He just has to develop it over a little bit longer period of time.
Well, day one is in the books, and we look forward to seeing some decathlon and a lot of other great performances. Thank you, Gary.
Okay, hey, it's been great. It's going to be a great trials for us the week, and looking forward to giving you guys the feedback every day out of here, out of Eugene, Oregon, Tracktown, USA.